Yes, hello and welcome to another review. Like I promised, this is the sequel to the other movie, and it is Alien vs. Predator 2, or in the original title, Aliens vs. Predator Requiem. And yeah, the DVD, of course, is exactly the same. So I will just show you that quickly. For those of you who haven't seen the first one, go check it out. Link in the description. But yeah, the DVD itself, it's two movies. The first one and the second one, of course, here from the side and from the back. And it's of course it's one disc and with a little booklet inside. And yeah, pretty simple. So much for the DVD itself. And yeah, this movie was released in 2007, so 3 years after the first one. And the one time is actually 97 minutes, so it's also a little bit shorter than the first one. This is of course the uncut version. The cut version is actually FSK 16. This is of course FSK 18 unweighted. Yeah, what is it about? The plot, pretty simple. A spaceship crashes on Earth, and it's an alien and a predator inside. No, it's just an alien inside. The predator comes after the alien, and then there's the whole alien invasion on Earth, and it's again alien versus predators versus humans. Simple as that. And yeah, let's come to the actual movie. It was actually directed by Greg and Colin Strauss, the brothers Strauss. I didn't know them before. The DVD also has, sadly, like I already said, no bonus material, so I can't rate that. But it does has one more famous actor, which is actually John Ortiz. I don't know if you know this one, but yeah, he played Eddie or the sheriff in this one. And yeah. Again, I watched all Alien movies, including, of course, Alien vs. Predator, but I have never watched one Predator movie in my life. Okay, let's come to the movie. I like how it started right where the first one ended. That was really nice. I like that when sequels do that. Then we're coming to the opening scene with the alien on the Predator ship, of course. And it crashes on Earth, and yeah, an alien is on Earth, and the Predator locates the ship, I think was it, and he comes after the aliens because he obviously has to hunt them and has to kill them. So he follows the alien to Earth, and then we're actually coming to us with the scene with the son and the dad in the woods, which is actually a really nice scene, and also pretty, how do you say that, pretty hardcore in my opinion. But then we got introduced to Wiki and his brother. I don't remember the brother's name right now, so I'm just gonna call him his brother. One thing with actually with which always annoyed me was how the bully beat up Wick just over like a pizza joke. I always thought that was a bit over the top. Like, yes, he's a bully, but like, come on, a joke? Like, seriously, I don't know. But yeah, I guess it's fair because it's a movie, you know. But yeah, there was also a really nice scene in the Dwayne with Wiki and his brother. That was actually really nice, where he spots the alien for the first time. I do like that scene. I also love the technology of the Predator in this movie with all his different weapons and how he used them against the aliens. I actually thought that was really cool. And then of course the Predator's hunt of the aliens was also really sick. Then of course the swimming pool, a really nice scene, and actually really scary scene if you think about it. But yeah. There's also a scene which I actually really like, which I wrote down, was with the like the other story part of the movie with the girl or with the woman coming from with the military woman coming back to her husband and her kid, and then the kid being at night that she saw a monster at the window, and then the dad comes in and And then the dad comes in and says, "Look, there's no monster." And then there's actually a monster with the alien. I actually thought that was pretty funny. The first time I watched this, I actually loved that loud, if I remember correctly. I really like that scene. Then we're actually coming to the natural god, who also all die from the aliens. It was also pretty good, pretty well made. What else? Oh yeah, the bully dies a horrible death, deserving. Also, one scene which was really gruesome was the pregnant woman in the hospital. That was mad because she's just so helpless, and then the alien slowly coming to her to kill her. That was actually pretty bad. And then of course one scene which actually traumatized me for years because I watched this movie when I wasn't that old was the woman who was pregnant, but who now had an alien in her stomach, and who busted out of her stomach. That's actually a mad scene. That scene actually disturbs me until now, even though I've seen much worse. It's really well made, and yeah, it's really traumatizing for me. But I guess that's a good thing. Then of course they find the tank. And the sheriff leaves with the army, and the other go to the hospital. And then actually coming to the hospital, which has an incredible atmosphere, in my opinion. But it's one thing we actually didn't like that much was how dark the end of the movie were, especially with the fight between the predator and the alien, because you actually couldn't see half of the time, which I have to say didn't like that much. But yeah. Else, I really like that scene, and especially when Jessie, the girl from Ricky, dies to the predator. That actually caught me off guard the first time I watched it. I did not expect that. Um, then, of course, the alien versus predator fight on the rooftop versus the border. Really nice scene. And then, of course, at the end, the U.S. Army nukes the whole place, and Ricky, his brother, and the woman and the child escaped with the helicopter. And yeah, then we come into the actual ending with the predators, with the government confiscating. I think it's confiscating the predator's weapon, and yeah, that was actually cool. But sadly, I don't think we'll ever get an Alien vs Predator 3. And considering Alien vs Predator 2 was came out 13 years ago, so I don't think we'll ever see a third one. But maybe it's a good thing because the first and the second one are good movies. So if they made a third one, maybe they would f it up. I don't know. But yeah, the deaths in this movie were actually pretty gruesome, and I get why this movie is FSK 18. Like for example, the alien chest burst of the kid was actually pretty mad. I didn't expect them to actually show that the first time I watched this movie. Um, what else? Of course, the acid of the alien was always pretty gruesome. What else? Well, yeah, this one dude getting skinned alive in the woods. Yes, they didn't show it, but they showed his body. I guess that's also pretty brutal. But yeah, the CGI was actually good. I think it was better than in the first one, but this movie came out 3 years later, so it has to be better, you know. The technology doesn't get worse; it gets better. Um, and yeah, I think that was all I had to say about this movie. The acting was the acting was good. I would definitely say the acting was good, as well as the story and the soundtrack, and also the overall enjoy factor. Um, so, in all, I actually really enjoyed this movie, and I think it's definitely better than the first one. I've watched this movie now, I think, 5 times. I think I watched it one more time than the first one because I actually started with Alien vs Predator 2. Don't remember when I watched it the first time, but it's a long time ago. But yeah, I enjoy this movie every time I watch it, so it actually gets an 8 out of 10 from me, which is really good. That's a really good movie. And yeah, that was it for this movie review. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one. And yeah, see you then.
Wanna see you in slow motion. Come stay the night, we can stay out